Hello there, welcome to my humble little channel. My name is Adam Weir, and I want to talk about a philosophical theory that I have not really heard anyone else talk about. So, I believe from this theory that I've came up with is that we all live in unique realities. And what I mean by that is that there's not necessarily one cosmic truth. Now, of course, there's the measurable side of reality. Souls who incarnate as scientists and think strictly science-based perspectives, things that are measurable, things like the Big Bang and things like that. Science, right? The things we can measure, okay? Where spirituality is kind of dismissed. Now, I'm dabbling in both science and spirituality. I believe in God, but my belief in God is a bit more complicated than the traditional sort of religious ways. So what I'm trying to say is that some people experience completely different things, and that's not to say that they're crazy or they're wrong or they're lying. It's what's true to them. I knew a guy who's unfortunately passed away now. He worshipped Aphrodite, the Greek goddess of love. He told everyone that she was his spiritual mother. I do not doubt for a second that he's with her now. But then that would raise the question, so if he's with her, would that mean that objectively the Greek gods are the ultimate reality? Not necessarily. I believe before we incarnate, we sort of choose what becomes real to us. Some souls choose to incarnate and worship Jesus Christ, some Allah, some Buddha. Well, Buddhism's not necessarily a religion, at least I don't think it is. Some worship Krishna, and those people worshipping these gods, they're not wrong. None of them are wrong, because religion and spirituality, it's all connected. It all leads to one grand truth, which is what I believe is that we are God incarnate, but we like to hide from that fact because God likes to play a game of hide and seek with itself in order to feel less alone within its universe. We are all connected, okay? But that's like, from my understanding, the ultimate truth. At least that's the truth to me. It might not be the ultimate truth, but what I'm saying is that some people see ghosts, some people talk to ghosts, some people get visions of Jesus or another god of some kind. Some people have like stories that they've been reincarnated, like people die and they come back and they can prove that they've actually been reincarnated. Um, there's not necessarily a universal truth for everyone. Of course, there's my belief, but that's just a belief. I can't prove that. It's just an idea. It's just a concept that stops me from literally going insane. Because when I was when I was psychotic, and even before and now, I'm still like obsessed with trying to figure out the secrets of the universe, and it weighs me down sometimes. So to kind of put my mind at ease from that sort of that thought pattern is that I believe that we all live in unique realities. Some worship Jesus, some worship this god, that god. Some people aren't religious or spiritual at all. They just focus on science. As souls, we choose what's real to us. Of course, there is objective reality. The sky is blue. 1 + 1 = 2, right? But then there's like the spiritual reality, which is bendable, which is malleable to however we want it to be, because some souls might want to not believe in God because that would explain a lot of things, that the universe is totally random. Or, well, I don't believe the universe is random personally, but sometimes it may seem that way, especially if you take God out of the equation. But some souls like the clarity of an ultimate truth. Some choose Jesus, some choose Allah, some choose Krishna, some choose that elephant god or whatever. And none of them are wrong. At least I don't think so. See, my problem with religion is that it's like for Christianity, for example, like the earth was created in 7 days and Adam and Eve, and I don't know if that's true, but see, this is where it gets confusing, because you have to add logic to the equation, but perhaps that subjective reality is also malleable, and truth can vary between one soul to another. So, in believing in that, that would mean fundamentally anything could be true. For me personally, it's everything is God, and that is the ultimate reality. We're not God in a, as Alan Watts says. Alan Watts is over there. You can't see him because of the sun. Not God in a politically kindly sense, but God in being the self that expresses itself as form, as human, dog, cat, pig, cow, chicken, tree, dandelion, aloe vera plant. Everything is a projection of that consciousness, and conscious advanced souls such as human beings, maybe even aliens, we choose what's real to us, because by creating these games of what's real and what's not is what prevents the soul from being bored of being God. Because think about it, if you were God, you get bored, right? You have limited time, limited power at your disposal. You just get bored, so we create realities that feel comforting to us. So you're not going to go to hell for choosing the wrong religion. Hell, you're not going to go to hell for not choosing a religion, because whatever's true, whatever makes sense to you, is reality to you. Just as every point in the universe is regarded as the center. It's the same, kinda. That was a bad example. I think maybe it was a good one. I don't know, but hey, it's just a theory, a game theory. I'm joking. So whatever makes sense to you is reality to you. I like science and not religion, spirituality. Those are my realities, because I've not had like an experience that's proved that something else is true. But it's just an idea, isn't it? But yeah, we all live in unique realities, from my understanding. Just a theory. I can't prove it. Well, I can kind of prove it, because there's people that have dreams about Jesus talking to them and saying things to them. Or a family member of mine said he saw the face of Jesus. How did he see it again? I can't remember, but he did. Some people see Krishna. Some people see Buddha. Some people just see science, and some people literally see the world as mathematics. There's no objective reality other than everything is God. That's the objective reality. I think. That's just my belief. I think I'm repeating myself now, I apologise. But yeah, that's all I have for you. Just a crazy idea. You might like it, you might not. But it's just a theory, right? Anything can be true. Anything can happen. And you choose what's your reality through what feels right to you. Stop getting high on YouTube. Start getting high on life. May the universe guide you which it will. To the great attractor and back, I love you.